Hello and welcome. I'm Emily, and I'm joined today with the lovely Liz of A Novel Escape bookstore fame.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you for joining me and having a fun conversation today. If you have been watching the other channel, The Kitchen Couch, then you know that Luke and I are going through and reading all through A Court of Thorns and Roses. The shtick there is he's just like
Yeah.
a hot straight dude.
Yeah.
He's never read anything like this before.
Mm-mm.
He hasn't really read a whole lot in general, but specifically he's never really read any romance or romantasy or anything like that. And that is my whole bag. I love a romance and a romantasy. You don't call yourself the Smut Oracle and not like those kinds of things.
You're right. Absolutely.
So it's been really fun to experience this series through Luke's eyes because he has never experienced it, and comes with very different perspective being a guy. But there have been things that he has said that I have had to be like,
oh,
because my rule is I'm not going to lie to him,
right.
but I am also not going to give anything away.
Well, you can't. You ruined the surprises.
Yes. So I genuinely think we should call whoever gives out the Academy Awards.
Right. Your poker
Academy.
face is good. It's a good poker face.
Because there's been some times that I wanted to scream inside. And so I thank you for coming and having this conversation with me, because there are so many things I have noticed on my reread that I didn't catch the first time, especially now. I mean, obviously you're not going to, because you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
But Sarah J. Maas, dear Lord, is insane. And the amount of things that are there the whole time, like the whole time, is shocking. And I can't share any of that with Luke.
No. That's why we're here today.
So this conversation and little series is, I guess, spun off from having to have so many thoughts that I've had to keep inside, and I'm not good at that.
Right. Yes. Well, I can't wait to hear. So tell me, what's some of the things you noticed?
Well, tell everyone, because no one really knows like who you are yet, although I've name dropped you several times.
Right.
on the kitchen couch. But who are you, and why should I be talking to you about this?
Right? Who's this random chick on the internet?
Who art thou, Elizabeth?
Well, I actually go by Liz. And I'm the owner of A Novel Escape, which is an independent bookstore in beautiful Franklin, North Carolina, in Western North Carolina. So this might be a little bit of sacrilege, but I never read A Court of Thorns and Roses, even though I had been selling books for several years at that point. Because it was published in 2015, I feel like I missed it somehow in my generation. Like it just wasn't on my radar. But as a bookseller, I was selling copies left and right, and I kept thinking, what is this A Court of Thorns and Roses everybody's talking about? I've never read anything like that. I do love sci-fi and fantasy, Lord of the Rings to the end, right? However, I'd never read anything like that. And so I thought I better probably at least read the first one so that I know what people are talking about and understand how to sell them more books like that. So I picked up A Court of Thorns and Roses. And of course, as anyone will tell you who begins in the Maas-Verse, I went down a deep hole and didn't find my way out. Still haven't found my way out. But I immediately flew through all 5 books, loved every minute of it. Found like my first 11 million star rating book in ACOTAR, and have been in love ever since. So
11 stars. I would also give it 11 stars.
I know, 11 stars. Sorry, that's a Bilbo Baggins reference because he says it's my 11th birthday.
I love it. You're such a nerd.
I'm total nerd.
Too happy.
Yes. Anyway, so that's how I started with ACOTAR, and then loved it, obviously. And it wasn't too long after that the 4th Wing came out. So, totally obsessed. with romantasy.
This series was like the first time that we ever connected, and I got to know you and fell in love with you and became obsessed with you. So so glad. Thank you, Sarah
It's a
J.
love
Maas,
story for the ages.
It is. Thank you for bringing me my book husband, Rasand, and my book sister, Liz. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Sarah.
It's perfect. Well, in like thinking through and reading some of these, I will also drop and tell everyone that you are in the middle. I have read all of the Maas-Verse now. You are almost done with the tandem read.
The tandem read,
so,
yes.
In Throne of Glass. So for the rest of everyone in the Maas-Verse, where are you?
Let's see. I have to remember. Okay. So Aelin just fought on the island with the Pirate King, and Lysandra was the sea dragon, and they had their big fight, right? Where she almost dies. And then there's Aelin and Rowan's first sexy time happened.
Oh, you finally got to the little bit of spice in a YA.
The little bit of spice, yes. But it was steamy. It was steamy even for a YA. I was like, whoa, I hope those teenagers are over 18 now.
Right? I think that like
no judging. Just,
right. From a Steam situation, like that book is, I mean, it's pretty close to the first A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Fair,
as
yes.
well. Like
I agree.
It's there. It's on the page. It's not quite as on the page as it could
not
have been.
quite as descriptive, but it is open door. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Where's the lead right now?
Where's Elide? Elide is
the little witch girl. Yeah, with the broken leg or the messed up leg.
She's traveling with Lorcan, and they just were traveling with a circus performers group of carnival carnies. And so that's right there. That's where they are right now. Yeah.
I love a fake dating or a fake marriage trope. I love it so much.
Yeah. It's really funny. Actually, they just had the tent put up in the field where this is like the first time that they're going to have to spend the night together because they've been avoiding it for so long. It's hilarious. Like, yeah, it's pretty funny.
What I love about, first of all, I love Throne of Glass. It's great. No, I have nothing bad to say about it. But Elide and Lorcan are my favorite part of Throne of Glass.
Oh my gosh.
That might be sacrilege. I know it's sacrilege. I'm sorry. But I think they're my favorite part of Throne of Glass.
Yes.
And it's because what makes me laugh so hard about them is it's every micro trope that you can throw into it. All of it's them.
Okay.
So you've got like Grumpy Sunshine.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
So she's Sunshine. He's a total grump. You get like also that size difference because she is so teeny tiny and he's giant.
Yes.
So you get like that opposites, all the things. You get my personal favorite microtrope, which is she kind of thinks he hates her, but he's obsessed with her.
Yes.
It's my favorite one. I love it. Yeah. It's my favorite microtrope. You get fake marriage, fake dating, only one bed.
Only one bed.
Yeah. Every single ridiculous microtrope that you can think of gets thrown in, and they have to experience all of it together.
Oh my gosh, I hadn't even thought about it, but now I'm going to be paying more attention.
And it will keep going. I love them. I love them so much.
I do really enjoy them. And Lorcan, even though I don't know a whole lot about him right now, other than that he's maybe not a good guy, but also maybe a good guy. He's kind of gray, morally gray, but I kind of dig him. I think he's funny. I love a curmudgeon. You know this about me. I love a curmudgeon. Give me a grump anytime. And I love it. So Lorcan he fits that bill for me, for sure.
I love a curmudgeon. I love a grumpy. I love touch her and die.
Oh, I love good one.
All of them. I love all of them. And I also love a morally gray. I don't love a golden retriever like, I'm the perfect blah, blah, blah. Yes. Boring.
Right.
Don't
I'll make all the right choices and do everything perfectly.
No. I mean, my own husband, bless him, will tell you,
Yes.
like, I almost broke up with him when we first started dating because I was like, you're too nice.
Yeah.
He's too nice. He's too, I need to just date a little bit of an asshole. I'm like, hi, love you. You're real cute. Thank you so much. Can you be a little meaner to me, please?
That's the thing we address in therapy.
So I'm saying I've already talked to my therapist about it. It's fine. Yeah, we've been married 8 years. He's great.
Right. And he just rolls his eyes. He's like, okay, whatever.
He does. He's like, okay, fine. I'll be mean to you for like a second if that's what you need. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the one thing that I've been thinking about with Throne of Glass, though, and you'll have to forgive me because I haven't finished yet. But this being Sarah's first series that she wrote, I'm wondering why she decided to pair everybody off. Like all the important players in the story and now are very obviously having their own little love story at the same time. So now we have 5 or 6 relationships that are either going to start, have started, or are further along. And I'm wondering like why she decided to spend that much time on all of the side characters' relationships as well as our main character. So it's really, the story is not necessarily just about Aelin anymore. It's about this whole found family group of people and every single thing that they're going through in the relationships that are forming. But why does everybody get a love story? Why?
You're asking great questions. Let's bring Sarah on the line.
Sarah on the line. God, wouldn't that be awesome?
That'd be awesome. No, yeah. I have no idea, but
no clue. Because she doesn't do that in ACOTAR.
She doesn't, and she doesn't do it in. She doesn't really do it in Crescent City either. But you haven't read Crescent City.
I haven't read Crescent City yet. Yeah,
which you shouldn't until you're finished with.
Till I'm done.
Yeah,
right.
But she doesn't do that in the other series, and at first, if I could make everybody start with Throne of Glass, I would. But the problem is, it's too much of a slow burn for adults that like need to get it going.
True. And it's intimidating to look at it and say, oh, there's 7 books that I have to read.
Right.
I'm not sure I'm going to like it. And the first one is not the best. Throne of Glass, the first book, is not the best.
No, I don't think so. I don't. The internet's probably going to start like coming for pitchforks, but I don't think so.
It's fine. It was good enough for me to want to continue.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But what I will say is like everything comes back to Throne of Glass. Once you've read all of Throne of Glass and then you're reading ACOTAR and you're reading Crescent City, you're like,
yeah, there is a Maas-Verse.
Everything is Throne of Glass. So it's a whole thing, which is super fun. Now, switching gears, but not because we're still in Surgery Math.
We're still in Maas-Verse.
We're still in Maas-Verse. So looking back and doing this reread. So how I read ACOTAR was ACOTAR for me was my first reclaiming of myself as a book girl. I was like the stereotypical that read all through high school. Like I was such a book girl in high school and mostly in college too, when I could. And then became an adult, had no time, didn't do any of it, and had not consistently read. So I hadn't read a book or devoured an entire series or anything like that in a long time, like probably a decade or more, because just got busy in life. And then a friend of mine, shout out Clara. Thank you, Clara. She's actually been the catalyst for so many things. So she also is the one that handed me Twilight when we were in high school and was like, I think you're going to like this.
The original book dealer. Yes.
Yeah. I was like, you're right. And then like later in college, she handed me True Blood or the Sookie Stackhouse, Charlene Harris, Southern Vampire series. She handed me that and she's like, I think you're going to like this.
I love it.
She was right. So then now we're adults. We're both moms and friends still to this day, which I love and cherish. And she hands me ACOTAR and she's like, girl.
Yeah. And at this point, you're like, Of course, I'm going to read anything you hand me.
I was like, she's never let me down. Why would Why would I distrust you now?
Right.
So I read that and then completely read the whole series immediately because same. I didn't. This was not 2015. I was able to just through the whole thing without stopping, which was a lot of. And then was like, oh, I should go back and read Throne of Glass. Oh, I should read Crescent City. Oh, I should. Well, actually, I did Crescent City and then Throne of Glass. I know it's sacrilege. So that's what this was to me. It was almost like a reclaiming of girlhood.
No. Yes.
Right. So it's been really lovely to experience this. So I read them all through the paperback borrowed copies from Clara. And then I also ended up doing the audiobooks and then the graphic audio because I'm obsessed with it. So I was like, yes, give it to me in every form.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll take them all. Thank you. But so while I have made it through the complete, or at least, and I shouldn't say the complete, I've read the first 3 like that. I have not done a reread of Silver Flames, which is why I don't necessarily love Nesta. Again, sorry, internet. I'm just not a Nesta girly. To be fair to her, I like her a lot more after this reread. But this reread is the first I have done with my own eyeballs. And I'm picking up a lot of things that I did not obviously catch the first time, nor the second or third time through on audio.
Yeah.
So in A Court of Thorns and Roses, this is, where is this? This is like chapter 3, I believe. She says, one of the high fae could turn your bones to dust from 100 yards away.
Who says that?
Farah. She's talking about like the lore, and because it's chapter 3, so she just met with the mercenary and she's like walking around talking about basically the fairies exist, all this, but they suck and are horrible and we shall be afraid of them. And in it, they're talking about it. Well, I heard the blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah, one of the high fae could turn your bones to dust from 100 yards away. And I'm like, he's gonna do a lot of things that involve bones with you, Farah.
Yep.
A lot of things.
Oh, yes. Love it.
Okay, so I need to ask you before I point out the next thing, because I've reached the next thing that I have highlighted.
Yeah.
In Throne of Glass. So you're aware that a lead has the word key, right?
Yes.
And she got that from whom?
She got that from what's her face that
Kaltain.
Yes, Kaltain. Thank you. Yes. Because Kaltain had it in her arm.
In her arm. Cool. Yep. Okay. And then she exploded.
Right.
And like
she did. And blew up the
completely
tower.
Destroyed all the things. Okay. Right. Okay. You are now ready for me to tell you something that I've wanted to tell you forever in 10 days.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited. Right. Okay.
Because remember, I was like, I can't tell you. I have a theory, but I want to tell you, but I can't tell you because you haven't read Throne of Glass yet. All right, here we go. You ready?
Okay. Yes.
The next time that fool Lucian gives you advice on how to trap the Suriel, you come to me. Dead chickens, my sagging ass, Alice says. All you needed to do was offer it a new robe, and it would have groveled at your feet. When Kaltain hands the word key to a lead, she gives a lead a message for Aelin, and she says, tell Aelin this was for a warm cloak in a cold dungeon.
Oh my gosh.
I think the Suriel is Kaltain.
That's wild. I think you're right. I mean, I definitely see that there is a correlation for sure. And we don't know that she died, right? We don't ever see a body.
We don't know.
We don't know. Yes.
But we don't know what the Suriel is.
Yes. We do know she was like permanently altered because of having the venom and the word key and the whatever. Like she was permanently altered. So she certainly could be now immortal and just wasting away because of all of the evil, the darkness that was in her. But then, oh my God, crazy.
Does that not just blow your freaking mind?
Yes, I know. Now I'm like, my brain is just going through all the things.
Now, think about the Suriel dying and you will sob.
Right. Yeah.
Because
oh my
now
God.
It means so much even more. Like,
I know. I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about when the Suriel dies. Oh, I'm going to have to go read that part again.
I know.
I was sad anyway, right? When the Suriel died, I got teary.
I cry
like,
every time. Every time
now,
I cry. And then when I put that together, because I read it in Throne of Glass and I was like, wait, where have I heard this before? I feel like I've heard this before. And then I looked back and I was like, shh. And for other reasons that I can't tell you because you haven't read Crescent City.
Yeah. There's more connection. Yeah.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
I don't know all the ways yet because I haven't finished reading it, but when I finish, we will deep dive and we will find all the ways.
Yes.
Have you found anyone else who has thought about that? Is there any other talk of it on the interwebs?
I have not looked on the internet to know if anybody has said that. I have had this conversation with other people. No one else has ever. I have told that to a lot of people and them go, yes, oh my God.
It makes total sense.
But I've not really looked to see if it's a widely accepted view or not.
And you know what we need to do is get fantasy fangirls on a deep dive of the ACOTAR series like they've done with Fourth Wing.
They did. They have done.
Of ACOTAR?
Yeah, I haven't finished it, but they've done ACOTAR. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to go back. If they do like the whole Maas-Verse, that would be interesting.
They start to do so I haven't finished it. I've only listened to the first 1 or 2 episodes, but in the first 1 or 2 episodes, and you can't start it really until you're done with Crescent City. Okay. Because at the end of that episode, they have something they call like Maas-Verse madness or something. And after they talk about the chapters they're going to talk about, they then also talk about the connections and things that have happened to other series. So it's a spoiler heavy. Yeah. But they will tell you like, hey, spoilers, don't go any further if you haven't read Throne of Glass. Or if you haven't read up to, they're actually so good at it that they will tell you even chapters. Like, hey, if you haven't read past chapter 52 or whatever, stop in Throne of Glass or whatever.
That's really good. Yeah.
They're great. I mean, I guess there's a reason why
they're amazing.
This fits their full-time job now.
Right. Right.
So if they already said it and I'm not smart or special, I'll be sad. So
no, let's just pretend you're the one who came up with it.
I'm also a huge Swiftie. Like I love Taylor Swift. I'm obsessed with her. I'm a huge Swiftie. But I am not the person that goes out and posts about the Easter eggs. Like, I think I figured this out. Because I've clowned around enough to know that I don't know anything. Taylor's way smarter than I am. So she's got it on handle. She doesn't need me. But similarly, in this situation, like I thought I was smart. I'm sure a million other people have already thought about it. And they're like, yeah, we know. Okay, let's move it along.
If you're one of those people, just keep it to yourself. We're just going to let Emily think she came up with it.
Pretend that I'm a genius, please. Thank you.
No, we don't pop bubbles around here. No.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so kind. Now, what I think is also hilarious is I am not sure if I believe that Farrah's actually good at painting.
We don't really know.
I don't know why. It just doesn't, in my opinion, make sense. I mean, I think that she likes art. I think she appreciates art. But I also think that it's creepy to go to someone's heirloom cabin that's been passed down generation from generation. Yeah. The first time you've ever been there, ma'am, you are a guest. I mean, I know you're his mate. Spoiler alert. But like, you are a guest, ma'am.
Yes.
And first order of business is I'm going to paint eyeballs. Like eyes.
Weird.
Not just like murals of us all together, like portraits. No, I'm just gonna put their eyes. It's creepy.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, Farrah,
I don't know what that was all about. It's a little weird. I never really understood that part.
You just wasted 2 weeks where you could have been bone and resand.
I mean, that's true. But
maybe that's why I'm upset.
That's what it really is. Someone
I'm
chose
living
art.
Vicariously. And
someone chose art for
you
boning
chose
sand.
Arts and crafts over
yeah.
boning resand. I'm sorry.
She had to work some shit out.
Okay. You know how else you can work some shit out?
No, well, tell me. Please tell me. How else you can work some things out?
Hate sex.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding.
I'm not kidding. You're kidding me.
If my
kidding.
dad's watching this, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
What I will say, that has nothing to do with that, except it does. No. So someone did say at the bookstore the other day, I mentioned that is she actually good at painting or not? And someone's response was, yes, she is good. And the reason why we know she's good at painting is that if she wasn't, Nesta would have said something.
Yes. That's exactly right.
Nesta asks, hey, teach me how to paint or whatever. So
Nesta DGAF. So she'd be like, no, girl, she'd be like, don't waste my money on paint. You suck.
I do think that if Nesta ever went to the family cabin and saw those eyeballs, she'd be like, girl, what the hell is this?
What are you doing?
What is this? Ew.
I can totally see Nesta being an ew girl. Be like, ew.
Farrah, no.
Farrah, no. Ew.
Stop it
right now.
Anyway, that cracks me up.
Yes.
So she thinks that Papa Archeron has come to save her, and this is before we know that the fairies can lie to her.
Right.
And she's been glamored to not see half the stuff that's actually around. So she sees Daddy and she's like, Daddy, hey. And she's stealthily trying to, and everyone's like, what's this weirdo doing?
Yes.
Hilarious. But anyway, she's like, I knew my dad wouldn't come for me. And Tamlin's like, I mean, no, it's a father. Like, he would totally come. He'd totally be there for you. And she's like, you don't know my dad very well. And don't get me wrong, like, Papa Archeron, there's a lot to be desired when it comes to Papa Archeron.
Yes.
Bless. What a hot mess express he is. But
for sure,
he does actually show up for them.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I was like, well, Tamlin knew that when push came to shove, he would show up.
Was that foreshadowing, or was that just I'm trying to tell you something positive about your family?
Yeah. Who knows? Well, I don't think it was necessarily like foreshadowing, but I do think it's interesting that they say she's like, he would never. And then he does.
And then he does.
Not that it's necessarily like foreshadowing. I don't mean it for that, but just because it's like she genuinely believes he doesn't have it in him. And he does.
Yeah.
He does. He eventually does show up, and
of course he does have to regain a fortune in order for him to be able to grow.
How like a man. We have to first
if I don't have money, I'm useless.
We have to first heal your ego before you can be helpful and useful.
Right.
How like a man. Anyway. Okay, here's the other thing that I sent you that I was like, And A Court of Thorns and Roses, they were talking about they're about to go for a swim in the pool of starlight, which, by the way, we still don't have a freaking answer to why that is there.
Right.
Why is there a pool of starlight? I mean, read Crescent City, but why is there a freaking pool of starlight in the middle of Prithian in the Spring Court?
Fairyland. It's magic. there's magic things.
Sure. Also read Present City because I think it's a Maas-Verse situation. There's a reason why that thing is there. Anyway, she said, I was 12. I watched the village children swimming at a pond, and I figured it out myself. It had been one of the most terrifying experiences of my life, and I'd swallowed half the pond in the process, but I'd gotten the gist of it, managed to conquer my blind panic and terror and trust myself. Knowing how to swim had seemed like a vital ability, one that might someday mean the difference between life and death. In Aftermath, she gotta know how to swim.
She nearly dies.
She nearly drowned. Knowing how to swim is life or death.
It actually
at the summer court to get the Book of Breathing.
She never would have been able to go get it because she couldn't swim.
Sarah. It was there the whole time.
Trixie Hobbitses. Yes.
Trixie Hobbitses. And then in Akamath, where, well, there's some other stuff that happens like later in the series that I don't think I texted you. I'll have to scroll to the end to my annotations from the book. But what Luke and I finished recording is through chapter 7 in Court of Mist and Fury. And we have experienced the night court. So when we get there and he's like, welcome to the night court. And again, everyone has been telling her in spring and everybody that she knows is like, the night court is where they are awful. They torture people. It's a terrible place. Nobody really knows much about it because nobody comes back the same. It's just like terror, 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 terror. And when she gets there, he says, welcome to the night court. Chapter break, a little like section break. And the next sentence is, it was the most beautiful place I had ever seen. Which is the exact mirror.
Yes.
When she sees Rysand for the first time and it says, yes, he was the most beautiful
man I'd ever
seen. I just was like, I love it.
My romantic little heart.
I love it so much. I love it so much.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty cool.
So in A Court of Mist and Fury, huge thing that I did not know, that I didn't really realize. So it's in chapter 7 of A Court of Mist and Fury. And she says, okay, so Feyre's starting to learn. She just learned that like war with Hybern is imminent. Bad things are going to happen. She's doing the thing that Feyre always does, which is listening to people who are having conversations that are not about you, girl. she loves to eavesdrop. It's like
up to this point, she hasn't been given any information, so she's had to overhear it.
So she is eavesdropping on Mor and Rysand. And Mor is basically telling Rhys that bad things have happened. Things are escalating with Hybern, and he's needed in the Illyrian camps. There's all kinds of discord in the camps and blah, blah, blah. So Mor says to him, there was another attack at a temple in Caesar, maybe? Who knows?
Sure.
I don't know about you, but like in any sort of romantasy, if it's a name that's weird, until I hear somebody else say it, I just, that's the shape of that word.
Yes.
I don't try to sound it out. I'm just like, that word. Got it. So he says, there was another attack at a temple in Caesar. Almost every priestess slain. The trove looted.
The trove.
So the Dread Trove, we find out, is a big deal in Silver Flames.
Right.
And the temple.
But we don't know what part they had in the temple.
I don't remember because I've only read Silver Flames the one time. But what I can say is that we know that Emery was in a temple that was attacked, and Azriel came in and kind of saved her, like mid-rape. And I assumed that happened a long time ago.
Yeah, me too.
But it is happening right now in Akamath.
So like during the 50 years. It wasn't even like way back in the 50 years. It was like last year.
It was like a year ago. Yeah. Yeah. Or, well, I mean, I guess
no, it has to even be more recent.
No.
So when we meet Emery, And I
Mhm.
thought that her injuries were really old. She had all this trauma from way back in the past. It had only been like a year because
It's
this
basically been
conversation is her having been saved by
correct.
Asriel.
What I'm assuming, this is what I'm
Right.
assuming, okay? But
Right.
also on a reread,
It's right there.
it's right there. So it
Yeah.
says there was another attack at a temple, almost every priestess slain, the trove looted.
Yeah.
Never mentioned again
Mm-mm.
until
No.
you get to the Court of Silver Flames.
Right. Yes. The breadcrumbs,
Sarah,
man. The
Sarah,
breadcrumbs are there.
Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
you hadn't even written that book yet. You hadn't even written multiple books. What?
Yes.
How is she doing this?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't write. So I don't know how far authors typically plot out stories. And to that level of detail, I wouldn't expect.
It is just casually mentioned.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's pretty crazy.
And it is happening right now because what we know is
Mm-hmm.
okay, here's what we know. We know the Farah's birthday is on solstice, and
Right.
her birthday happens like right after she gets out of under the mountain because
Mm-hmm.
she's back at spring court. They're in during that 3-month period, like right after she gets home
Yeah.
and before we really pick up with A Court of
Uh-huh.
Mist and Fury. 3 months has gone by. And she
Okay.
mentions in that 3-month, hey, this is what I've been up to in the 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
She mentions celebrating the winter solstice, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody was like buying her gifts and telling her thank you and how she saved
Mm-hmm.
their life. And she's like, I'm actually a piece of shit. So
Yeah. Right.
thanks. I don't want your gifts. And so she didn't even mention that it was her birthday because she
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to add more on top of all of
Yes.
that because she's having a
Right.
guilt moment. Okay. So we know that that's what happened. So in the span of this ACOTAR series, that's 2 years, 1 year, and then at home with her family, next year in Prithian, but she doesn't tell anybody. 3rd year of her birthday is Frost and Starlight.
Mm-hmm.
And so between that and that, that's only about a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I didn't forget the plot. The point was that means when we meet Emery in
Uh-huh.
Silver Flames,
Mm-hmm.
that's shortly after Frost and Starlight, at least within the year.
Right. Yes. Right.
So for Emery's situation, when we meet Emery, the worst thing that has ever happened to her happened to her a year and maybe a couple months before that.
Right.
That totally changes how I think about that character.
Yes. Totally. Well, because when I read it the first time, I'm thinking, man, she's been dealing with this trauma, just sitting on it for a long time before she ever did anything about it, right? To go and get training and whatever. She ends up training with Cassian. But really, it hasn't been.
I
It's
don't
only
think
been
so.
a year and a
I
few
think it's
months, maybe.
yeah.
So for her to be able to pick up after something like that and say, okay, now I'm trained to become a Valkyrie. Wow.
Right?
That's some badass girl shit.
That
I'd
changes.
still be in bed under the covers a year and a few months later.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Man,
So
it's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing.
anyway, these are all of the things that I think about while I'm reading, and I can't say any of these things
Yeah.
to Luke.
I can't say it.
Because right now, spoiler
Mhm.
alert, right now he currently thinks that Rissan might be gay.
Oh my God. When he said that, I lost my ever-loving mind. Luke, no. No. Even reading it the first time, not knowing who he was, I didn't think he was gay.
Yeah.
Never occurred to me that he might be gay. What?
Never ever.
This male gaze, the male perspective is
It's so
weird. It's very weird.
But it's so entertaining. Like
It's very entertaining.
I will say from the jump, he was like, I don't like that Tamlin guy. Don't like him.
Yeah, pretty early on, he did say that. And actually, my husband, when he read the ACOTAR series, he said the same thing. He's like, I don't like this guy. Why is he the love interest? He sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yeah. Luke was like, I like Lucian 10 times better. And so do I. I like Lucian 10 times better than Tamlin in the first book. Rereading the first book again, I was like, he was right there. Lucian was right there the whole time.
He was right there.
And I just want my sweet baby Lucy to have a good life. And
know.
Elaine to stop being mean to him. But anyway, discussion for another time.
Watching you, Luke, do this reread has made me want to go through and do another reread with my eyeballs, not with my ears, which I have done, and actually pay some close attention, maybe even do some annotating. I've never annotated before, but now I'm curious about, what can I find with some color-coded tabs and some highlighters that maybe I didn't before. I'm not going to do it in my special copies, though. I'm going to go buy used or paperback copies.
Right.
Because I have my preset that you can't see because it's behind me. They will not be touched.
Yeah. I don't know how people annotate on a first read. I don't know how they do that. I could never.
No, I've only annotated. I'm been taking in the story at that time.
Yeah.
I'm absorbing the story. I'm not thinking about all the other things. The second read is for that.
Right. Yeah. The only book I have ever annotated was Book Lovers by Emily Henry. And it's because I'd already read it and I loved it. And then I did it as part of my Smutty book club. And so on the second read through, already knowing that I loved it, I did annotate and make some notes because I knew that we would be talking about it. And I wanted to be sure not to forget to bring it up at book club. Yeah. So that's the only time I've ever annotated. But here's the problem. You got to go back and do it again because the series is not done. ACOTAR not done.
I know.
It's not done.
I know. Well, that's what I've done with Fourth Wing. Every consecutive book that's come out in the series, I've had to go back and read again after I read the newest book in the series. I go back and read again because I'm like, oh my God, Rebecca Yarros. Okay, Sarah J. Maas is really good at leaving the breadcrumbs and the hints, but I'm telling you, Rebecca Yarros has taken it to a whole nother level, in my opinion. The amount of detail and lore, and
also obsessed with Taylor Swift. So I'm not surprised. Like she loves Taylor. So I'm not surprised that she's good at Easter eggs.
That's true.
But yeah. Well, we can have a whole separate conversation about Fourth Wing. Because that is my problem. I have not read Onyx Storm with my own eyeballs. I've only listened to it. I haven't even listened to the graphic audio. I only listened to the audiobook when it came out because I had to get through it before it got spoiled. And I was driving for many an hour in a car and could not read it with my eyeballs. So I've yet to do that. And because of that, I don't remember most of it. And it's confusing. Like, too much plot happens. Too much.
There's a lot.
Very important.
There's a lot
things
of world
happen.
building. A lot of
There's a lot of new characters. There's a lot of politics, and I do not know what the heck is going on. So I absolutely have got to.
Well, even reading it with my eyes the first time, and then I have listened to it a second time on audio. I'm like, okay, I'm putting things together now that I didn't the first time, but I'm still like, I need another read through in order to get all the little details that have been dropped in there, because there is a lot. There's a lot of world building and a lot of politics kind of behind the scenes going on that I didn't catch the first time.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for taking the time to have this conversation with me. I hope that you will join me another time so that we can talk about how much Kingdom of Ash is going to destroy you.
Stop it. I like really don't want to read it.
I put it off for a while.
I don't want to be wrecked. I know. I
put it off for a while because it's gonna mess you up.
I might have to like get myself a hotel room for a weekend and just be by myself to read.
Yes, but I'm also gonna need you to tell me where you are because you're not gonna be okay.
Like you need video reactions.
No, I don't even need that. I'm just gonna need to know where you are so that I can send alcohol and carbs and comfort. You're gonna need to be held, Liz.
Oh, you're gonna need to make me want to read it.
I mean, it's great.
It's great. It's all
great.
Happy.
You're really gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be such a good experience.
You're happy.
No. Somehow, yeah, in some ways, yeah. But there's
I don't like it.
The problem is there's so many people that you want to be happy.
Yeah.
And
not everybody's going to be happy. Yeah. If there are no stakes, then there's nothing to feel when you're reading a story.
Correct.
So I get it. Not everybody's going to make it. It's just going to be hard.
It is going to be hard. It's going to be hard. And
I'll have probably quite a book hangover after that.
You're going to need some palate cleansers in between.
Yeah.
That and whatever else you read.
Yeah. I should probably have something lined up and ready when I know I'm getting into it.
I had multiple topics for us to address today, not just the Sarah J. Maas of it all. And yet I'm not even done. Like, we only got through a Court of Thorns and Roses in chapter 7 of ACOTAR.
Right. Oh my God, you have so much to go through.
Oh, yeah,
this is the most excited I am for Luke and going through and watching him experience this for the first time.
Oh my gosh.
So much fun.
You know how it is so much fun to experience other people experiencing it for the first time as well.
Right.
I posted about it and posted about like this channel. So, hey, FYI, like I'm going to start. I finally bit the bullet. You guys have been asking me to get on the book talk and open the, and I did it. I've done it. I'm here. You're welcome.
Get off my case.
Get off me. So another friend of mine who is, yet again, straight white male, commented on it and was like, you're the reason I'm halfway through A Court of Thorns and Roses right now. So I guess I will join and watch your channel.
Wow. That's so
I was
cool.
like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? Tell me more. I was like, huh? Me? Tell me, where are you? You having a good time? Do you want to text me every thought you've ever had about it while you're reading it?
Yes. That's the closest we ever get to being able to experience a book for the first time again, because we can't erase our minds.
It's so
we
true.
can't
and I
see
said,
it,
I wish I could just wipe my memory and
I
then
know.
read it for the first time. But he's in the middle of ACOTAR.
Yes.
He's like halfway through ACOTAR.
So good.
I'm just touched that yet another person has read it because I said, this is good. Read it.
It is one of the best drugs. And as a bookseller, I can tell you it's one of the best drugs, having someone absolutely get obsessed over a book that you recommended. It's the best. It just puts me on a high for days.
And then literally I had a friend text me yesterday because we read a lot of some of the similar, more smuttier things. And she texted me my favorite. If it's not just, oh my God, or reactions, it's just out of context quotes.
Yes.
So she's an audiobook reader. And she sent me a sound clip of it. And she said, this good girl was so good. I had to record it just to share it with you.
Oh my goodness.
I read that book with my eyeballs, but Aiden Snow is the narrator for the male parts of that. And he has this deep, ungodly deep. I don't know how anybody has that deep of a voice, but his voice isn't that deep at 2 times 2x.
Right.
She listens to audiobooks at 1.25 is like the fastest that she will get.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I don't know how anyone listens to an audiobook at that speed.
Me neither.
As I'm like 1.75 is my norm.
On average. Yep.
To 2. So while Aiden, your voice is lovely, I had no idea it was that low because I'm listening to it at 2 times speed. And so it's a little higher. A little bit higher.
A little chipmunk.
And she recorded on her phone at 1x. And I'm like, dear Lord.
Oh, whole different experience.
Like rumbled my chest. And then on the Smut Oracle Instagram, I shared a thing that was like, when someone's texting you updates to a book that you told them to read, and it's just a man like giggling and kicking his feet on the couch, looking at his phone, being like,
yes, I love that one.
So she commented on that and she's like, good. I thought that I was annoying you with my updates, but it sounds like you liked them. And I was like, please never stop.
Never stop.
The only thing giving me life. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
So anyhow, I'm going to continue talking to you about book stuff all the time anyway, because you are my person. But if this wasn't too weird for you, we'll keep recording these conversations for everyone else's benefit.
It is truly my pleasure.
Good. Good. Excellent.
Good. Excellent. Yes.
If you like this content and you would like to see more of it, then you can always
like and subscribe.
See, it is actually thrilling, though. Haven't you always just wanted to say that? How many podcasts and things have you listened to that they're like?
So many.